Here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Krystal, yeah, woo!
Haha, I'm
Hello.
green this time.
Yes. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I am doing excellent. So, sorry about the whole time confusion.
Yeah, you
Um,
you fucked up my evening, man. You caught me in
I
the middle of some stuff.
what were you doing exactly?
Let's move on for now to the starting the interview. We'll go back to that
Sorry.
later.
No, well, the thing is that I put you into Crimson time by accident. You're on K time, so I put you 2 hours ahead. So, fuck.
Yeah, I know. But the show started now, so we go. Well, you were crazy today. You're like, let's go early. Let's go 20 minutes. Let's go 20 minutes over. Let's go start. Let's like start now. I'm like, Mike,
Yeah,
calm your fucking balls, bro.
well, yeah, but I was saying half hour early, but then that was an hour and a half early since I fucked up that extra hour. Jim Jalon is
Yeah.
here.
But then you're like, let's just go now, like YOLO. You actually said YOLO to me.
I know, it just, you know.
You YOLO'd me. What the fuck?
All right, so Harry Balzac asked, when does the show start? The show starts right now. Okay, I have known you. I think the first time we spoke was, I don't know the exact month, but it was the end of 2014. So it's going on 5 years. Or no, it's been 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
On a
first time
hangout.
well, yeah, but actually, no. The first time that I spoke to you technically, I was thinking about this earlier today, was I called into your show on Blog Talk Radio.
Really?
And yeah, and it was the show where it was kicking it with Krystal. Uh, Ryan Lever was like a co-host,
Oh
and
yeah.
I
Was it Are
prank
You
called.
Smarter Than Lever?
I don't know if it was that one, but I prank called as Ryan's gay lover, Patrick from Ontario, with the prank phone.
Yes. I still have that audio somewhere. I still have the gays and the Ryan Lever boyfriend in Sudbury or whatever. I still have that. I just came across it the other day. I just saw it.
Yeah, and well, the first time I heard your voice was a show you did with Eric the Midget back in
Eric the
2014. I
actor.
want to Eric the actor. You're right. You're right. I'm not a fucking midget.
I'm not a
Um.
fucking midget. Fuck face. I'm club
So
fucking footed.
yeah, like so. I mean, you like we go way back.
Yeah.
And then I would say by the time it was the end of 14, early 15, I would say people consider that the Google Hangout days with like me, you, Danny, Lever, maybe
Yeah,
even
that's
like
when
Mush, Janella.
Janelle and I took our show from audio only and moved into the video aspect of it as well.
Yeah, so that was all pre-Kermit. So that was
Yes, that was pre-Kermit and Friends.
Captain Muttley is saying, will you do a reunion show with Janella?
No. I think that
So
ship has sailed. But I wish
it's
her nothing but the best in her life.
it has sailed and it has sunken, is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so let's get into some questions. Who is Creepy Claire?
Well, wait, hold on really quick. You know, it's so funny that people are asking me about doing a reunion show with Janella, because so many people back when I was doing a show with her used to bitch and complain because they couldn't stand listening to her. So
Yeah.
like it's just so weird to me that people are like, "Oh, I want to see a reunion show," because like literally so many people were like they couldn't stand listening to her.
Yeah,
That's just
when they're there, they're like, oh, they suck. When they're gone, they're like, oh, we missed that person.
yeah. I mean, she was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with her. But you know, just things went bad, and then whatever. But I wish her the best, and I hope that she is happy and gets married and has babies and, you know, lives a great life.
True. And so we actually met in October of last year. So we met 14 months ago.
Yes,
That was a really good experience.
it was. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
It
You
was
cracked me up.
it was very heartwarming. And
Yeah.
I had my doggy with me, and
Yes, I
you
forgot about that.
you got off the car and you hugged your kids, and I had the camera and I said, this made it all worth it.
No, that was Brain that did that, but okay.
Yeah, I know, but still, it was kind of this. But you know what? Honestly, like I had told you then, and I'll say it now. It really was like I'll be sort of mirroring Brain. It really made it all worth it for that moment, just to make that
Oh, when
happen.
I saw them, yeah. My reunion with the kids was different because it was like I surprised them. They had no idea I was coming. They were still with their dad. So I was able just to go pick them up and surprise them the way I did. And so that was an awesome thing. But with you, that was at that point they were already in foster care, and it was a scheduled meeting, it was a supervised meeting, and so they knew that I was coming, and they were expecting me. So the element of surprise wasn't there, but it was still a very 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 heartwarming and awesome
Yeah.
moment.
And when you met Brain in person, were you afraid he was going to stab you?
No, no, not at all. I never thought. I don't think of Brain as being a violent person. It's like when he's like ranting about fucking kill you cunts. It's like, okay, Brain, like I just don't see it happening. He's just not. I think he's. I'm not gonna say he's a pussy, but he's too much of a pussy to do anything like violent, I think.
Yeah. And I know that, like, listening to some old shows, like Whoosh, for example, said that Brain's face looks like it's melting. When you saw him in person, did his face look like it was melting, or did it just look normal?
He just look. I don't want to invite reasons for him to start attacking me about my teeth or my looks or anything like that. I don't want to attack him like that. He just has, more profound like skin, like Sharpay type.
Yeah.
He looks, yeah, looks like extra skin, I guess you could say.
Well, just a side note to you and Brain or whoever, I love you, but I did promise the viewers I would ask these questions. I know Juan Bon calls that the dipshit's shtick.
No, it's just your little disclaimer. It's what you do. You got to do it. You promise it, and that's fine. I don't care. Like, just ask away. Whatever you have to ask, I'll
Dan,
answer.
Danny says he banged over 100 babes. What do you think about that?
Did they all know? Were they all awake?
Oh no. Um, so you're saying he went grave robbing? Or is
No, I
grave
didn't say anything
hopping?
about Mike. I didn't say anything about being dead. What the fuck is wrong with you? I just asked if they were awake or conscious.
What's the word for that? It's called necrophiliac, right?
Yeah, that's right. Study
Um,
that.
Chad said talk about when me and you banged. That brings me to Anonymous's question. They're
Wait,
asking.
can I just say from now on in this interview, we're going to address Chad as Chode because he's asking questions like that. He knows my boyfriend's listening and he's trying to get me in trouble right now. So Chode is his name from now on.
Okay, Mr. Chode. Well, this is from Anonymous. They say, question for Krystal. Did she think that you were hot when you guys met up, and did she offer any sexual favors for helping her out?
Is that a question for me or you? Because I guess I don't, I think Mike is, he's a decent looking guy. He's not, he looked pretty much, but I've always known what you look like because I saw you on Google Hangouts. You looked like you had lost a lot of weight. But did I think anything sexual of you? No, not at all. I think you would agree when I say it was nothing like that. It was not, there was no, that wasn't even an underlying tension. It was literally just not that way at all. Right. Would you say?
No, it was like seeing like
A
a
sister or a brother,
relative.
like
Yeah, exactly, like a cousin or a relative. I
yeah,
mean,
there
I
was no
wouldn't bang my
special.
cousin.
You would bang your cousin?
No, I said I wouldn't bang my cousin.
Oh, well, I was adopted, so I would probably bang mine, but like, it's not blood.
All right, I'm gonna move on to Jizimoto, aka Pussy Willowmoto's questions.
That's my boo.
Um, are you gonna marry your BF?
Oh gosh, I'm still married, so like that's like that'd be illegal. So, but I have to get divorced first, and then I can think about maybe that. I don't
Wait,
know.
but why the fuck are you married?
It's a good question. Well, the kids, there was a lot of because the kids where Kelsey was having a hard time with the idea, even though we were living separately and stuff. Just that, the whole idea of parents getting back together dies hard on kids. And then they got taken and they were in foster care, and I didn't want to add more stress to it. But now it's just a matter of money. And as soon as I get the money, I'm gonna do it and file for divorce because now they're home and now they're with their dad.
Okay, and does your boyfriend have a big wiener?
Absolutely.
And she didn't ask this, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask: he is cut, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Okay.
definitely cut. If he wasn't cut before, he's cut tonight.
You do it.
No, we're
You
not
do
going
it
to go
your
there
own.
just yet. Yeah, we're not going to. Yeah, no, he is circumcised. Absolutely. I wouldn't be with him if he was not circumcised.
You would
Yeah.
just you would just plug your nose and do your thing if you had to,
No,
if
I
it
would
push
not.
came
No,
to
if he was
shove.
no, if he was uncircumcised, it would have been a deal breaker. I would not be with him. No offense to all the uncut men out there. I'm sure you have beautiful penises, but it's not for me.
And have you ever pegged your boyfriend?
Okay, so the closest to pegging I've come to doing that to my boyfriend is I fucked him with my nipple in his butt. I tried.
Okay.
It was
And
really
have
weird. It was a really weird, erotic, kind of funny moment, but that we laugh about to this day. It did happen.
and have you and your BF ever had sex with another man or woman?
That's on the agenda for next week. No.
Okay. All right. So we were talking about wieners that are uncircumcised. That's a good segue. Did you get dick bombed by Danny last week?
Danny is not the one who dick bombed me, but I believe Balls. Put that in my timeline because Balls is a dick and likes to do that. Uh, and I came across, but I didn't look at it because I just saw dick and I just like scrolled right past it. I didn't know whose it was.
Danny, if you
I mean,
want to
I'm
call
into
in,
that.
yeah, the thing is like I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't know if you want to critique it, but his wiener is actually pretty big. I
I
mean,
didn't see it.
flaccid.
Like I said, I didn't get a good look at it. I just like scrolled right past it. I didn't know whose it was. I think it's great that Danny has lost enough weight that he can actually see his dick now. And I'm sure his dick looks a lot bigger just because there's not as much weight there. I think it's awesome. And if I was Danny and I just lost a bunch of weight, I'd be throwing my dick pics around too.
And Danny, he has like he's one of those guys that he has like a really big vein. I don't know if you saw that, like
No,
it's very
Mike,
visible.
Mike, it seems like you've really studied closely Danny's dick pic, and this brings me back to when people said that I thought you might be homosexual. Um, like why you did this with Ryan Lieber's cockpit too, and I just noticed like
No,
you
I
just
did not.
yeah you do
People were
you really pay attention like you know them. I bet you
I
could map out the vein. I bet you could map out the veins on Danny's dick. That's how closely you've looked at this.
like a police sketch. No, they
See,
were the one
yeah,
photoshopping like hats and glasses and teeth on it
they
and
did
stuff.
do that. That made that yeah, that's your that made yeah, that's you look too much, too close, I think.
Too close.
Too
Um,
closely. I didn't look at
too
it that close.
close. Too close for comfort. Oh, where's my pen? I dropped it. You know, I actually do put a lot of work into these interviews.
I
Um,
do. I noticed that and I'm very I just want to say really quick because, I remember when you were just talking about wanting to do something like this and I told you
yeah.
I was 100% fully supportive of your wanting to do this, and I think that you are super, super good. You're doing a great job, and honestly, I'm really proud of you. I think it's amazing. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you. It's almost like, I mean, think about it.
Hold on,
Like
hold on,
five.
hold on.
Oh,
That guy was just talking to us. Do you know who that guy is? Like he was just like looked at me, got in front of the car, and was like, but I didn't hear what he said.
Are you sure?
That guy. Yeah, that guy was
standing right there.
Yeah, that was really weird. He was like, he usually talk to me.
What was he gonna say?
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Don't get in a fight, baby. Don't get in a fight.
I'm just scared to get in fights.
Okay, go ahead.
Krystal, Shelton Bumgarner is gonna write a novel about Danny's dick. By the way,
That makes me really jealous because he will write about Lori the fat lesbian. He will write about Elisa. I think Crimson too. He's writing about everybody but me. He won't even give me an ebook. What did he say?
No.
Oh my god. Yeah.
hey, can you tell Brad to stop talking?
I'm sorry. What?
What's his name? Bradley Cooper, your boyfriend?
Yeah, that's my Brad. Yeah, Bradley.
Brad.
Yeah. Bradley Cooper is my boyfriend's name. You might have seen.
Brad.
You may have seen him in a movie. Wait. Thank you. Fuck. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Okay. Claire from New Jersey is asking what's going on there.
We're in a vehicle. And we decided to do this because we had already had other, plans to work doing deliveries. So like we're in the vehicle in the middle of doing that, and I said I need to be able to do this show. So we just pulled over where there's the better of receptions because where I was before is no reception, and now with that, so we're working type. Yes, legal vehicle.
So Krystal, people are saying a question that's being asked is why is your BF delivering Amazon packages if he's a high-priced attorney?
He's doing it he works for himself and he's doing it for me, like pretty much because I couldn't get in on time to do it, like because my app was having problems. So hi Hulkman, I miss you. So he got in, and he was just like a side hustle. You can make money that way. I mean, make decent money. So he's doing it. When we go out, he would do it for me. Like I do it pretty much.
People are sending me DMs. And people, don't send me DMs. Just type it on Periscope, or else I can't really read them. Is your BF on the spectrum?
Is he on the spectrum? My BF is a genius. Like we talked about this in Discord. Like they were talking about their IQ scores, and he's like off the charts. He's pretty high up there.
Do you think Doug is on the spectrum?
Probably.
Probably.
I think we're all a little bit on the spectrum. Maybe or we all have a little bit of some kind of like retardation to us. Look what we do for fucking fun. We talk to strangers on the fucking internet.
Yeah, you know what? Juan Bon was starting to like interview me, and I wanted to tell him that like if he was to interview me and ask me questions, is like I'm like painfully like normal, that I feel like this community is so abnormal, and I almost need that to sort of balance things out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I love it. I think that, the wackiness is good to have. And look at dogs. And Mike is obviously on the gay spectrum. Well, you do look a lot. You do look at dicks a lot, Mike. You really study. Did you study Mush's dick?
No, I've heard a lot about his. People say it's green. I know Lori said it was green the other week. I think I might have seen it once or twice, but
Lori really shouldn't be talking about other people's dicks or body parts that are gross.
Well, let's talk about Lori. Now, what are your thoughts on her? Because I listened back to the interview, and she was saying, like, to quote her, she says, "I am very distraught." Or what did she say?
Oh, she said that you guys traumatized her. She was traumatized by all of the by everybody, like the rape talk and stuff, and she's been traumatized by the trolling from everybody in Kermit and Friends community. And I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit on that. I think if anybody's traumatized, she's traumatized by her own self. And probably by bed bugs. Look what happened to Ryan Lever when he was attacked by bed bugs. He literally lost his fucking mind. And I think that's happening to Lori. But I think that Claire is going to come in and save the day. And he's going to fucking give her a better life. Hopefully he moves her in with him and Renee or RNA or whatever her name is. And hopefully he gives her a better life and gets the bites cleared up. Because I'm really worried about him. That's awful.
Shelton Bumgarner is saying that Mush has a leprechaun dick. You know, the whole dick saga with Mush is kind of like, I think they call it Dickgate, right?
I didn't hear about Penisgate. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't hear about that.
I mean, Mush, I wish you could call in and defend yourself on this topic. Let me get to something a lot of people want to talk about. Let's see. I had it right. Well, let me get Casper's question out of the way. He said, is this the dry begging hour?
Oh, Casper still being a fucking snake.
He used to be a fan of yours.
Yeah, but then I found out that he was fucking going behind my back and giving screenshots of my conversations with him and Diana's conversations with him to Chad. So he's a fucking snake. He's two-faced. He's a piece of shit. And I don't want to talk about him anymore. Moving on.
All right. Let's see. So, tell... Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Okay. Tell your 7.5 out of 10 Chad-related recent secret. If you refuse, give us a hint.
So Brain's already been talking about it a little bit. Brain's been talking about how serial killer Jack is claiming to have. I don't know if he's saying he has a recording of me talking about. Well, what I heard was Brain said that Jack has a recording of me and Jeff having sex with my kids in the bed or Jeff's kids in the bed or something like that. That Jack has a recording of this, and that is absolutely not true. For one, my kids were in foster care when this allegedly happened. Jack probably does have a recording of me talking about an incident where where Jeff was trying to get me to engage in that kind of activity when his child was in the bed.
This question asks, who is larger, Jeff or Pac-Man? I think that's referring to your car.
My car is pretty fucking big. Jeff was husky, I guess. Anyway, moving on.
All right. Mike, what the fuck? No follow-ups? Follow-ups to what? She just said... Chad, if you want to call in, Krystal just said that there might be a recording. Krystal, so, I mean, do you deny the allegations?
Hold on. It's not a recording of it's not a recording of Jeff and I. It's a recording of me talking to Jack about something. I wanted to see if he was trustworthy, if I could fucking confide in him. So I told him this story. And it turns out he fucking allegedly, I guess he recorded the conversation. I don't know.
Oh, so you're on the record saying you never fucked fat ass Jeff.
I can't hear Kleenex for some reason. Whenever you add someone on here, I can't hear them.
You can't. She says she did not fuck fat ass Jeff.
He's asking, did you fuck fat ass Jeff?
I declined to comment.
Okay, so she did. Okay, so next question: were you aware of the fraud? That's what you're really being accused of. That you were aware of the fraud that Jeff was doing, and you had no problem with it.
I remember I can't hear him, so I don't know what.
He's saying, are you aware of the fraud that he had in his past?
No, and I wasn't aware of a lot. I wasn't aware of the fact that I guess he had been in the middle of court procedures or hearings that whole time, and then was worried about something new happening. and I still don't know all the details. Like it was one of those things where I just, don't ask, don't tell. Like I just didn't want to. I figured it was best I knew nothing, and so I didn't ask and poke around or anything like that. And he never offered any information.
So who has a bigger dick, your boyfriend?
No, I
or
did not fuck High Pitch Eric. That's disgusting.
So who has a bigger dick, your boyfriend or my nephew?
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
Daddy. Thank you.
I hung up on Kleenex. His last question was, who has a bigger dick, Jeff or your boyfriend?
My boyfriend has a ginormous fucking wiener. My boyfriend's 6'4". Come on now, like he's a fucking big guy.
Oh my god. Okay, so Danny, he said to stop digging into past sexual stuff.
I know, I appreciate that because like this is well, my boyfriend already knows everything. I've already told him everything about Jeff and all that. So like,
so did you have a moving company move High Pitch Eric's equipment? And what about the apartment manager saying that it was illegal and
okay, so that was something that I was not okay with, but you got to understand, like I didn't really have any control. Like I was kind of at Jeff's mercy because he was paying for everything, you know what I mean? Like where I was gonna like live, the roof I had over my head, like those were all things that he was providing at that point. So like I had to just go like along with whatever he pretty much wanted me to go along with. And at that point, Eric was refusing to pay anything at all on the rent, and Jeff didn't want his name attached to it because he knew it was going to end up becoming an eviction. And so Jeff had this idea that he was going to try to fucking roll up and kick Eric out, but it was a plan that failed miserably.
And this question says, the tent that is in your dad's backyard, is that really going to become a museum for Krystal fans?
That fucking tent blew away. I don't know how you guys don't remember this because I fucking did a show about it. That tent, we got one really nasty storm and that ripped that tent to smithereens. That tent is no more. It sucks too. Somewhere in the valley of Hemet, there's a part of that little tent that says Krystal, kicking it with K&J on it.
Oh, really? It literally flew away into town.
Yeah, I don't even know where it went. It fucking just got ripped into shreds and thrown all around the fucking. It was bad.
Let's see. What is 7 times 8?
7 times 8, isn't that 56? No. Yeah, 56. I don't know. I'm not good at math, but I think it's 56.
Okay, 7 times 7 is 49, 56, yeah. Oh, very good. Thanks. I think you're the first person to get the math question. Let's see. Okay, so a lot of people want to know, they want me to dig a little bit with the whole Diana thing. People are asking, do you feel like, let's see, what was the word they used? Indebted with her?
I feel I am very indebted to Diana. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. She has helped me tremendously throughout the years. She's my best friend. Yeah, I definitely feel indebted to her. She's a very, very great, she's an awesome lady. And, yeah, absolutely, I feel indebted to her.
And you know what? People are throwing out this theory that she's a lesbian and that you guys were like lesbian lovers and she did this out of like wanting someone to be with her. Is there any truth to that?
No, she's not a lesbian. She has a boyfriend, and her ex-boyfriend still lives at the house. Like, her ex-boyfriend lives in a tree house in the back, and her new boyfriend lives in the house with her. She's got a boyfriend, and she has a son, and she's not a lesbian. And neither am I.
But Krystal, look at this. Ricky Martin had like a couple kids, having kids or a wife or a husband or a boyfriend, it doesn't mean anything. Did she
Yeah,
ever look into your eyes?
she's not a lesbian, and neither am I. Nobody's lesbian.
Did she ever look you in your eyes and then tongue you, like just out of nowhere?
All right. The truth is, while we're not lesbians, we scissor once a week, and it's only because our boyfriends insist on it.
Really? No.
What do you mean, no?
Is that true?
Yes. And her boyfriend used to be gay.
There
Or
you
not gay.
go.
Not gay. Not gay. Her boyfriend used to be bisexual. He used to get blowjobs from the guys. Who just wrote that? Hi, Scope Boy. Yes, this is not the chick that abandoned her kids. I didn't abandon my kids, you fuck.
Let's see.
Scope
Who's
Boy,
this?
why are you being an asshole to me? I thought that we were good. Oh, here we go. Fuck.
Z9200.
Here we go. Okay.
Hey, person, if I add you, at least say something.
Remember, I can't hear.
Hello, hello.
But Boris Spassky, I did not fucking abandon my children. I let them go back with their father.
Okay, I hung up on that douchebag.
And no, we're not doing anal sex. Like, come on. Fucking pervy scat lover.
So your boyfriend has never given you a dirty Sanchez?
No.
So he hasn't even had a finger in there. Hey, Crimson's here. Claire, stop hogging the chat is what Shelton Bumgarner is saying. Okay, now that we're talking about Claire, one of my first questions I had asked you is, well, I want to ask you a two-parter question. All right, who is Claire from New Jersey to you?
Claire from New Jersey is also known as Jim. He is just a eccentric character who we all, know and we love and tolerate, I think. I've always supported Claire. I've always been a fan of Claire's. And I've always liked him. But this just, this particular incident just with him and Lori, I just think is kind of weird. And, it is what it is. But do I hold it against Claire? No. Does it make me not like Claire? No. I'm not. I just am just a little bit creeped out by it. That's all. But if he can give Lori a better life, I'm all for it. I'm all for it 100%. Because I think with some guidance and being taken into a different environment, Lori could thrive.
But the thing is that was Claire from New Jersey. My second question is, who is Creepy Claire?
Creepy Claire is the Claire that is like infatuated with Lori.
Jim Jalan is on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that
I can't hear him. Remember,
I just tell her that I said that she's kind of like Nikki. She's like our Nikki Glaser. I mean, she's a really raunchy comedian, and I really think she has an amazing future. I've told her this for the past 5 years. She has an amazing future as a stand-up comic, a raunchy stand-up comic. Can you tell her that, Mike?
Claire said that you have a future as a stand-up comic.
A raunchy stand-up comic, like Nikki Glaser.
Wow, way.
A raunchy stand-up comic.
A raunchy stand-up comic.
Yeah.
No, my boyfriend's trying to get me to refine a little bit and to be a little bit more of a lady. So I don't think I could do raunchy comedy. No, I could never do stand-up comedy. I'm better just bouncing off people. I've been told that before, and I'm just like, I could never do it. I don't know. I just, it's way too, boo. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Hey, Crimson, if you want to call in. Hey, Claire, what are your thoughts on I want to hear your own words. I know in the last couple of days, this thing has been going around about Creepy Claire. Do you want to clear anything up right now?
No, I mean, I can clear up that there's all the words that are being used to describe my association with Lori are invalid. It's okay that nobody understands it. I'm just a friend of hers. I'm a supporter. I'm a fanboy. She called me a fanboy. So there's nothing else going on. I am planning on a trip out to them in February, but Kay, I had no make sure Kay knows I had no trouble with her Periscope. I thought it was very entertaining. And again, she's very entertaining. She could make money off of being entertaining. Could you please tell her that, Mike? She could make money off of being entertaining.
Hey, Krystal.
Yeah.
Claire says you're an asshole.
Oh, stop it.
No, I'm just kidding. Wait, Krystal. Claire said that you could make money being a stand-up comic. You could make money with your
being an entertainer. Being an entertainer. Yeah.
And an asshole.
No, I made that part up. I'm just joking.
Oh.
He didn't say the asshole part. He's actually
I was
very
gonna
nice.
say, well, that explains why Claire wants to play with me, because he's all into assholes. But no, I'm good. I'm not. That's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea.
All right. Well, listen, Mike, you can drop me off. I just wanted to say things that are wildly complimentary. That's all I wanted to do.
Hey, Jim Jalon, if you want to stay on for a second. Hey, Krystal, it sounded like you were in a wind tunnel. I don't know if you want to just call back in maybe a minute or two, but I don't know if you were hearing the like she was like on like the what's that ride in Disneyland, like the
Space Mountain?
Space Mountain, yeah. Krystal, when you get off Space Mountain in a minute or two, call back. Claire, since you're on, I wasn't actually anticipating this, but you know what? Since you're here and we're gonna wait for Krystal to call back, I just wanted to have you on the phone for a second, and I just wanted to say something that I've been feeling, and I want to do it through song. Is that okay?
Sure, Mike, sure.
If you want to chime in, that's okay. But when I find myself on cam in public, a faceless troll comes at me, speaking defamation, baloney.
You really like that, don't you?
And when I'm at my saddest, he is standing right in front of me, treating me
like a douchebag, baloney. Hey, Kay's back. Add her in again. Kay's back.
Hey, Krystal, call back. Claire, the thing that I wanted to say is, he treats you all with kindness, but never gives that much to me. He treats me like a shithead, baloney.
Oh, you're good. You have good pitch.
Kay said he is a good egg. There is still a chance. I guess we'll see. But he treats me like an asshole, baloney.
You're good. You're really good.
Thank you, Claire.
And you know what, Mike? You're such a great interviewer. You really are. And I want to make sure I get off like soon so that nobody accuses me of trying to hog your show or hog any airtime. I just wanted to come on and tell Krystal that I really think she could make money as an entertainer. She's been entertaining us for 5 years. And if there was a way for her to monetize it, she more than anyone else, I think, stands a chance of really being able to monetize this thing. I mean, she's really compelling. She's funny. She's smart. She's quick-witted. All the good things. I had nothing bad to say about Krystal tonight at all. Everything was just all good. But she's
really. When are you going to realize you don't have what it takes to do this? You're never going to be Kleenex.
Oh, he's busting on you.
You really, really blow.
He's really good.
This in Discord. Why don't you just do this in Discord?
He's really good, Kleenex. His voice is good.
Kleenex. After I praised you 1,000 times, I've tongued every hair on your ball sack.
You just hung up on me, motherfucker.
All right, Mike, get Krystal back on.
Get Krystal back on.
Mike,
why is it no matter what she does, her equipment doesn't work? She calls us, she can't hear us. Oh, fuck this fucking toothless bitch. Hey, toothless bitch! Can you give us a good scream again?
I love you.
I need to wake up, you dirty bitch.
I love you.
Fucking whore. Go to hell.
I'm here for you, Kleenex. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. I love you anyway.
Mike, you got to get Krystal back.
No, I know.
Oh, there she is. She's almost parked. Okay, cool.
No, I can.
Crimson.
What's up, dude?
People are wondering what is the current status between you and Dylan.
Oh, we're fine, despite what Claire tried to do.
What?
What did Claire do?
What did I try to?
Try to break us up. So
Try to break you up? What are you talking about?
So you, hang on. Do what?
No cat?
No. So what were you trying to do in Discord then? Whenever you were posting a picture of Lori and trying to get Dylan to do something inappropriate?
No, Chad posted the pictures of Lori, and Chad said, "Hey, I've got somebody I can hook you up with." And until he realized it was Lori, he was like all drooling over the pictures.
But then with that being said, why would you go make a whole schmeal about it? Like, I thought
A
we were cool.
schmeal. A schmeal.
You posted a long message about it and everyone saw it, so thought we were cool, dude. What happened?
No, that was simply reporting what happened in Discord. That's all. What's wrong with that? I mean,
we don't play that
common.
Shit.
Who doesn't do what? What are you talking about?
They don't play that shit. They keep it in Discord. They don't
no,
run around.
You
don't know how it works.
Yeah, I do know how it works.
No,
that's Chad was generating content, and I was helping
you were
to share the
generating content off Chad. That's how it works. Because you
okay,
have no
well,
content anymore.
what about the idea that he was drooling over pictures of somebody else before he found out it was Lori?
Shit now?
No, I'm just saying, what about the fact that that was really happening? And until he figured out it was Lori, then all of a sudden he was like, oh my God, I don't want to do it.
Exactly, you're making my point valid, sir.
No, I'm saying, why isn't that something you would want to talk about?
Because me and him, don't cut me off, me and him already took care of that. So
all right, Krystal's back on. Mike, drop me off so you can go back to Krystal's.
Drop him off.
Yeah, drop me off so you can go back.
Drop me off at the retarded bus.
Thank you, Mike. Mike, you're doing a great job. I really believe that.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Claire. All right, Krystal is gonna come back on. She was riding the Matterhorn at Disneyland, so I'm gonna get her back on. Krystal, I hope you can hear Crimson. Krystal, can you hear Crimson?
Tell her to talk again.
Hey, baby. Hey.
There, now I can hear you.
Oh, perfect.
I wasn't talking.
Yeah.
So, Chad is saying in the chat that Dylan is suing you. Is that true, Crimson?
No, he's talking about Billy. Billy is suing Crimson.
Sorry. Billy.
No, he's not.
Sorry.
No, Chad's just trying to get a rise out of me, and I'm kind of busy with, other rises.
She's getting a rise out of. Yeah.
Do you guys think Danny killed his cat? I'm just reading some of the chat.
And that's really sad.
Emilio said, why would Krystal spend her hard-earned money on Super Hearts? Because it was 99 cents and
they are.
And I like to give Mike the support. I'm very proud of Mike. He's doing a great job.
We both are.
Yeah.
Hey, Krystal, real quick, F, Mary, Kill, Kelly, Leah, or PPM?
Oh, fuck me running. Really? Girls?
He did it to me, too.
Well, I would probably marry PPM. She seems real solid. Leah, I'd probably fuck. And then Kelly, I'd have to kill because she's a bully to me sometimes, but I love her.
All right. And what guy would you want to fuck the most in this community and why?
There's not one guy in this community I would want to fuck.
Oh, you want a piece of my man like I want a piece of yours.
Well,
just a little nibble.
I would be interested in seeing your man's weenie, but
I can make that happen.
Other than that, I'm kind of like I'm a one-man lady, so like I just love my boyfriend, and that's all I think about. Like I can't,
Yeah, I feel you.
Hey, Crimson, a question I want to ask you is,
what's up?
I would say your interview might have been, well, I don't know, it's kind of head-to-head with Lori. Hers was pretty controversial, but one of the most controversial topics was the tester shot. Are you standing by the tester shot and the 9-inch wiener thing?
Oh my gosh, that was not actually real. Not all of that
Oh,
was real.
okay. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of
That's
people
so funny.
were confused about that.
I mean, he
'Cause
has
you-
one, and it's
'cause you
rainbow,
had
but it's not
said-
attached.
Oh, okay. Because you had said that he grew a 9-inch wiener and balls after one tester shot that his friend gave him. So people
I know,
were
and you
saying
I
it
guys
was.
wish.
fell for that. You guys fell
I
for that. Like
wish.
hooking, you guys played right into her hands. It was great.
And Crimson, did you see Danny's dick pic?
If I did, I erased it from my memory immediately.
Well, that's a good sign that you can unsee it.
Okay. You know what? People are gonna shove a 10-inch dildo in my ass if I don't ask these questions. Okay, you got a lot of questions. You know, because people were raking me over the coal last week. They were tweeting saying, "Why the fuck didn't you ask my question?"
Wait,
let's-
what are you talking to me or Crimson?
You.
You're the
Okay.
star.
Okay. Well, this question says your honest thoughts of Crimson/Dylan's relationship.
I think that they're rocky right now. I think that but I think that they have a chance. I mean, I'm all for, love wherever and whatever, if I don't judge people based on like Dylan's situation, or if Adrian loves Dylan and Dylan loves Adrian and they care about each other, then I'm all for it, I support her.
Is his name Dylan Tyler?
Yep.
Is he actually in here, or is that a fake?
Oh, he's in here.
Oh, hey Dylan, feel free to call in. I don't think you will, but and accounted for. Thank you. I mean, I got a million questions. Krystal, how did you meet your BF?
I met him on a dating app.
You know what? Listen to this. I appreciate the fuck out of that answer because that's how 90% of people meet up these days.
Yeah, I met him on Plenty of Fish. And when he
people say otherwise, they're fucking lying. Continue.
When he first messaged me, I didn't want to have anything to do with him because he was gorgeous. And I was like, hot guys like this never want anything to do with me for anything, legit or serious. So I just felt like he was way out of my league and I didn't want to answer him back. But then he was persistent and he wrote to me. He said, please say something funny, because my Plenty of Fish profile was pretty fucking hilarious. So he was like, please be real and please say something funny. And so then that made me just second guess my decision to not talk to him. And I went and I read his profile, and his profile was really, really good. And he seemed to be more focused on like senses of humor as opposed to looks. So I was like, all right. And I wrote back to him, and then he gave me his number and asked me to call him. So I called him the next night, and he kept me on the phone for fucking 9 hours. And then we went out the next day. We met the next day and went out on a date.
Someone sent me a message. They said, was he on meth when he talked to you for 9 hours?
No, but he was drunk. But he was drunk.
Oh, okay. God. Okay, let me see. I have a lot more. Okay, this is an interesting one. Your biggest regret of anything you have done or said on cam?
Of anything I've done just on cam?
Well, anything you regret doing or saying on cam? Or on mic, I guess.
Oh, fuck. Probably giving my name and...
Just the whole beginning of everything.
Yeah, because I just didn't know. Like when I first started doing this, I was on Blog Talk Radio, and they let you sign up for an account using your Facebook account. So I just linked my Facebook account, and that's how I signed up. It was easier to do it that way. And I just had no idea. I had no idea that it would turn into what it did. I had like 4 live listeners, I think. Ball's one of them, and I had maybe 9 replays. So
I was
and we
one
were
of
just,
them.
we were just dicking off at that time. We were just doing the morning show of, waking up to the 90s or whatever. And we were just, having fun with it. And I just didn't think that it was going to turn into what it ended up turning into. If I known, if I could go back and do it again, I just wouldn't have given my name. I would have signed up with a different name.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
but as far as everything else, I don't regret anything else being on.
Well, I don't think they've done anything that bad, like in the past, have they? I mean, they haven't sent food to your house, have they?
I would have preferred. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I would have preferred them sending poo to my house than Danny try to sell my fucking prostitution story to TMZ or contact the fucking guy that ratted me out to T. Like I would have preferred them send poo to my house than that.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan, are you there?
Or I would have preferred them send poo to my house than like stalk me at my work and take pictures of me outside of my work.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. But it was creepy as fuck.
Hey, Dylan, are you there?
It was creepier than Claire with fucking Lori.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mr. Porter, or Potter, excuse me. Put on a headset so you could speak or something.
Yeah, I can't hear him if he's talking. I'm sorry, Claire. Do I still drink Mike's hard lemonade? You guys, that story, Brain so fucking just blew that story up and like made it so much more than it was. I still had fucking 5 Mike's hard lemonades when I left the next day to go to Arizona.
Wait, how many did you have that night of Mike's hard lemonade?
We bought a 6-pack and I drank one. And I drank one because I was super fucking nervous to see my kids. It had been a really long time. I also had to go, huh?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up, Dylan?
What's up?
I can't.
Hey, I got the celebrity exclusive. Hey, Krystal, is it okay if I talk to Dylan for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hey Dylan, nice to finally talk to you. You're like a superstar legend in this community.
Yeah, I guess so. What's up, bro?
Not much. Oh my god, well I wasn't expecting this. I'll just let's see, interview on the fly here. So
I'm gonna go ahead and get down and listen.
Oh, okay. So I'll go ahead and talk to you for a couple minutes if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
How did you meet Crimson and like where did it all begin? Where did it all begin? I think you guys met in high school, is that right?
Yeah, we met in high school and we were really good friends before that, and then she added me on Facebook a couple months ago and we kind of got reconnected.
Okay. And was there any because I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Because I guess one of the stories that was told about a tester shot, I guess that kind of went out the window. I guess that was false, but the story about you dying, was that false?
No, that was not false. I'm in recovery right now.
Okay.
I was dead for like 2 minutes and then I came back, and I'm in the process of recovery right now.
Oh my God. If it's not too serious, I want to know, I mean, can you tell us like what was the cause of it?
Pretty much gang violence.
You said violence?
Yeah, gang violence.
Gang violence. Okay. Oh my God. So you're actually in a gang?
Yes.
Whoa. I mean, have you ever stabbed anybody before?
I've never stabbed anyone, but I have shot somebody before.
Oh my God. Did you? I mean, who's this? Okay. Say something if you want to. So Dylan, did the guy die? Or is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
And Shelton Bumgarner, this guy who writes really great novels, he's asking, how many people have you murdered?
I don't really want to talk about that because that is really personal, and it's just something that doesn't need to be discussed.
Okay. There is some rumors that right when you got okay, so let me see if I got this timeline straight. So you had died. Crimson was just like fuck and went into the restroom and cried. They revived you. I mean, did they do like the resuscitation with like the bzzz,
Oh
clear?
yeah, yeah,
Like it's basically they electrocute you, right? With the electricity, it's
yeah.
supposed to like jolt your heart.
And
So
I've got heart problems as it is.
yeah, and Crimson came back, and you're back to life, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And then, like within seconds or minutes, whatever it was, you say, "Hey, let's fuck." Is there any is there any truth to that? And that you wanted to do her right there because you thought
Yeah,
you'd never see her again, kind of.
yeah. That was definitely true. Yes,
Wow,
I'm in love
that's
with Crimson.
you're in love with Crimson.
Yeah,
Well, there's all these like creepy old guys that are after her as well. I mean, do you know anything about that?
yeah, I do, and it really doesn't bother me just because of the fact that she's all about me and she's not about them.
Um, okay. People are saying that you're gonna murder Brain. I don't know if that's true. Um, do you know Brain by any chance?
Yeah, I know him. He's hateful towards me and he puts me down. And I don't know him personally, but I know him from online.
And people are writing in the chat that he has uh, a hernia the size of a fanny pack. I don't know if you know that, and that he could
No.
actually. They're saying in the chat that he could add a zipper into his hernia and stuff things in there as if it was a fanny pack. I don't know if there's truth to that.
See, I don't know
Um,
anything. I don't know him like that. I've seen him a couple of times on Discord when he was in chat, and that's it. But that's kind of funny.
yeah, you know what? To commend Crimson, your soon to be. Uh, I listened back to the interviews, for things I could improve on, for like certain tech things, like just for entertainment's sake, actually. And Crimson
Okay.
was awesome, funny, interesting interview. I think Crimson
Yeah.
might be my favorite interview,
Yeah.
possibly. And
Yeah.
I think that you need to put a ring on it. Because if you like it, you got to put a ring on it.
Well, I'm actually am putting a ring on it. I'm waiting for the rings to come in, actually.
Yeah. And someone just sent me, are you going to get it from those little coin machines? I don't know if that's supposed
Funny.
to be it.
No, it was $450. Huh.
Oh, shit.
$450 a piece.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
And
penny.
well, it's really not compared to all the rings out there because rings are really expensive, like in the thousands. Like
Yeah. Well, I
so,
mean,
but
that's
she
still a
found
lot of
it and it was
money.
perfect and it kind of fit both of us. So, I was just like perfect order.
And if this isn't too personal, you could, you don't have to, but a lot of people are so intrigued. I mean, I have gotten tons of DMs. It was such a controversy. I don't know if you want to clear anything up, but people constantly are asking about what's going on downstairs with you. If you could
Yes. Um,
talk about that.
people are talking shit on Discord. Me and Crimson know. Yes, I'm growing a penis.
Okay. So that's
Yes.
like the
I mean,
like
it's not like huge or anything, but it is growing because of the tester shot. And when I start
yeah.
taking testosterone, it'll get bigger. But I'm still gonna get the surgery, just so they can go in and make it perfect. Where because when it grows, it like okay, if people aren't educated on this is what I want to make clear. If you're not educated on the subject, don't talk shit about it until you know what because I'm actually going through it. So I know what's happening to my body, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and you know what? Something I would really like to do. I even talked to Krystal about this like a couple weeks ago. I had said that a really good idea would be Crimson Part 2 featuring Dylan. So I think
Yeah.
that would be a really good to have both of you on at the same time. I think that'd be really
Yeah,
interesting.
definitely. I'm definitely down for that. Just let me know exactly when and everything, and I'll get on Periscope and we'll do this.
Okay, all right, very cool. Hey, Krystal, if you want to call back and we could wrap this up, um, let's see. This is such a beautiful love story. I am so happy for Adrian and Dylan. And is Krystal gonna be the ring bearer?
Yes, she definitely is.
And is Brain gonna be at the wedding?
Hell to the no.
What about Danny from LA? He could fly in.
Maybe, but I don't really want a whole lot of the Discord people there just because they are about drama. That's what I've noticed lately. I mean, with this whole lawsuit, apparently with Crimson, even if this is true, I have a really really good lawyer that's gotten me out of a lot of situations. So even if this is true, then they would do my lawyer would do her case for free, and it would be nothing. And I can say that other people were freaking doing the same thing to her, so she's a victim too.
Okay. All right. Well, you
Lord.
know, it was really nice talking to you. I'm gonna go ahead and
No.
we're gonna be ending this right now.
Okay, it was good talking to you too.
All
Bye,
right. You have a good
Dylan.
night.
Hi, good night.
All right, good night.
Hi, Krystal.
Hi,
Hey,
honey.
Krystal. So this was a legendary interview. Um, let's see. I think I asked pretty much almost everything. Hey,
By the way,
Krystal.
I have to say, Mike, I talked to Dylan and made him feel comfortable enough to come onto the show, so you can thank me later.
Thank
You're welcome.
you. Kisses. Mm-mm-mm.
And
And
gang
I just
banging, I didn't see that coming at all. Gang banging. That was crazy.
Krystal, well, first of all, I just wanted to say that I feel
No, I
very
can't hear you.
violated.
You're
I'm
moving
not getting
And
it,
around.
this,
man.
I know I have full service. I don't know what the
Then that's
problem is.
not.
Krystal, I wanted to tell you that this is traumatizing.
Hold on, I can't hear you because yeah, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mike, I can't help you with that. You need to stop being a little bitch.
This is traumatizing to me. Oh, Dylan,
I
did you want
can't
to say
hear
something?
him.
Can't control it either.
I'm just kidding.
Bye, Krystal. Okay, what was that, Dylan?
I just wanted to say that not all gang members are bad because on the blood side, it's all about family and loyalty and respect, and we're not just murderers. We don't just kill people just to kill people. We do we go after rapists and people like that, not innocent people.
Okay, so in other words, you're misunderstood.
Yeah, because people are like, "Oh, gang members are terrible." Well, my set, where I'm from, is we go after people that are like sex offenders and stuff like that.
Well, I
So,
do support that. But what about
Yeah,
shanking them instead of, blasting them?
yeah,
I mean, I'm all for shanking pedophiles.
yeah, yeah.
voluntary castration is an option. I wrote a whole paper on it.
Okay,
Krystal, get off the Matterhorn.
can you guys hear me?
At
Yes,
least ride
I
It's
hear
a
you.
Small World. Hey,
Listen,
so I'm gonna be.
it would not be a K interview if I didn't have technical fucking difficulties. We already know this. This is just fucking standard pro quo for me. So thank you so much for having me on. And
Thank you.
good job, Mike. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you, Kay. You have been an inspiration. I remember calling into your shows 4 or 5 years ago and saying, "Hi, I'm Mike." Ah! And it was like, you actually rolled with me. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay, cool, and we would chit chat, and yeah, I mean that definitely is the genesis to all this for sure.
Well, I'm honored to be. I'm honored to that you were inspired by me. That's awesome. That makes me very. That touches my heart. So thank you very much for that. And you're doing a great job.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
You're definitely on my
and
Mount Rushmore.
let me know when you want to do the interview with me and Crimson, or get with her, and then we're definitely on board for doing that interview.
Okay, for sure. Thanks a lot. Hey, I'll
All
talk
right,
to you
you're
guys
welcome.
later, or you
All
gals,
right.
or guys and gals. I'll talk to
Yes,
everybody
guys
later.
and girls. Okay.
Okay, all right. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, Claire, if you want to call in real quick, I wanted to tell you something if you're still there. I'm gonna probably end this in a couple minutes. Let's see. So I think the interview went really well. Okay, so we're like an hour and 10 minutes. That's not too bad. I just I don't want to go on for 3 hours. Hey Claire, so I wanted to ask you a couple questions. How did you feel about this interview?
I think you did really good. I just wish there would have been more Crimson.
Yeah, well, I mean, she did hang up. I mean, I think the next interview could be with Crims, Crims.
Yeah,
I think Crimson Part 2 featuring Dylan.
yeah. Do a follow up with them. Did you get through all of the questions for Kay though? Every single one of them?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I think I got through about 90, at least 90%. But I wanted to tell you something real quick. Baloney, 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 yeah, baloney. You know he's a faceless troll coward. Baloney.
Well, he is. He really is. And on that note, thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. Thank you, Claire. And I will see everybody on episode 6. Thank you and good night.